Welcome to Baltimore Child Abuse Center, a place where you and your child will be assisted by a team of professionals who are here to help you. At Baltimore Child Abuse Center, also known as BCAC, we recognize this can be a challenging time for families, and we want to make your experience as worry-free as possible. This center is meant to be a child-friendly, safe, and comfortable environment for families. The team is here to support you and your child and provide you with the information you need. This video will give you a brief overview of some of the services typically provided and the people you will meet. Your child will talk with a forensic interviewer. Forensic interviewers are licensed mental health professionals who have specialized training in how to talk with children about their experiences. The forensic interview is conducted one-on-one in a neutral and developmentally appropriate manner that is sensitive to the needs of your child. The interview will allow your child to explain what happened in their own words. During this meeting, the forensic interviewer provides feedback about the child's interview. Investigators from law enforcement or CPS may be present and ask follow-up questions regarding the case. You will have an opportunity to share concerns and ask more about the investigation. Caregivers are advised of next steps in their child's case. The interviewer reviews the intake questionnaire completed by the caregiver. The interviewer may ask about your family's structure, history of abuse, mental health, and any child behavior problems. You will receive a caregiver handbook with resources including how to remain in contact with team members going forward. The Family Advocacy Program at BCAC offers ongoing support to every child and family. Advocacy support may include telephone contacts, home visits, and court support. Our family advocates assist families to identify and connect with supportive networks that will aid in the healing process. Treatment recommendations will be discussed, and if appropriate, the referral process can begin towards connecting you and your child with a therapist. We help families understand how important therapy is and how it can reduce the negative impact of any trauma. We want every family to know that you are not alone and that we are here to provide support. The medical clinic here at Baltimore Child Abuse Center offers complete forensic examinations by a specialist in child abuse pediatrics. During the examination, children will have their parent or guardian in the room with them for their comfort and reassurance, unless you or your child prefer otherwise. The doctor will examine your child thoroughly from head to toe, including a careful external examination of the genital areas. For forensic purposes, a medical digital camera is used to document the examination. Our doctors take special care in helping children understand body safety and incorporate this into their evaluation of your child. Finally, if it is necessary, your child may be asked to give a urine sample or get blood drawn to be tested for infections they may be at risk for. Our doctors know the sensitive nature of your visit today and pay special attention to making sure you and your child are comfortable and have all your questions answered during your visit. In cases that meet the criteria of Child Protective Services, there is a worker assigned. Child Protective Services, also known as CPS, investigates reports of child maltreatment and, where appropriate, provides services to children found to be neglected and/or abused. The mission of CPS is to ensure the safety of children and to provide services to parents or caretakers to enable them to care for their children in a safe and protected environment. CPS will educate the family by providing them with information pertaining to the next steps in the investigative process. The worker will provide crisis intervention services when necessary. This may include making community service referrals, coordinating with medical professionals, and in some instances, providing an alternate plan of care for children. The worker will maintain communication with law enforcement, submit court reports if needed, and interview alleged maltreaters whenever possible. If families need ongoing monitoring and services, the case will be referred to the Family Preservation Division. The worker will complete the CPS investigation and make a determination based on the facts of the case. Depending on the allegations involved in your case, a detective or patrol officer might be involved. Some cases don't meet criteria for criminal investigation and will not involve law enforcement. Baltimore Police Department's Special Investigations section has a child abuse unit. They are responsible for investigating all incidents of first-degree physical child abuse, child sexual abuse, rape, and sexual assault of children 15 years of age or younger. Different departments of law enforcement work with BCAC when investigating other crimes against children and vulnerable adults. The detective can address all concerns and questions you might have at this time. The detective will remain in contact with you. Any additional information you can provide will continue the efforts to further the investigation. All parent, guardian, witness, and suspect interviews conducted by the detective will be audio or video recorded to assist in the case. All evidence is investigated for credibility and validity. All facts, including physical, direct, and circumstantial evidence, is collected. These steps are taken to determine if a crime was committed and to aid in prosecution. On a case-by-case basis, cases are forwarded to the Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office to be reviewed for charging. The Office of the State's Attorney for Baltimore City represents the state of Maryland in all criminal prosecutions that result from crimes committed in the city of Baltimore that are investigated by the police. In Maryland, a prosecutor is called an Assistant State's Attorney, ASA. The Special Victims Unit is part of the Office of the State's Attorney. The ASAs who work there specialize in prosecuting crimes where children and vulnerable people are victims. The Juvenile Division of the State's Attorney's Office may become involved if the suspect in the case is under the age of 18. Once the police have completed their investigation, they will send all of the statements, documents, or any other evidence that they collected to an ASA. The ASA will look at all of the evidence, and a decision is made whether there is enough evidence to charge a person with a crime. Sometimes more information is needed before this decision can be made. When that happens, the ASA will contact the police and work with them to see if any more evidence can be obtained. If criminal charges are filed, the ASA will contact the victim and their family to let them know what charges were filed and what to expect. The team of professionals assigned to your case will continue to investigate the information and to assist you and your child. We know this can be a confusing time, and you may find you have more questions later. You will be kept informed of the progress and final outcome of the case, and will leave today with contact information for any further questions. Your child's mental health and well-being is our priority. We are glad we can be here to help support you through this difficult time. You are not alone.